So this is a Riccar 8955 upright vacuum. This was a trash find. Found it at the curb, complete with the cord, so it was likely just thrown out right before I had picked it up. Because normally the tweakers love to cut these cords off for the little bit of scrap value that they're worth. But this thing is in really good condition, albeit pretty dirty. But there's the service on it. Was serviced in 2012, bought in 2011, so it's just a little over 8 years old now. But it's in pretty good shape. Like I said, it's got some dust and just nastiness on it, but these are really good vacuums. Quite possibly one of the best Taconi made vacuums that they've ever put into protection. The motors in these are really good. They're really well built. Now, I have already looked at this thing and already can make an educated guess why the owner of it got rid of it. And it's probably the most common reason why I see these vacuums in the trash that are in really good shape. It's just a clog. So here's the underside. And there's our probable issue. So I'm probably going to have to take this hose off. That looks okay. Not even much of a clog, to be honest. I am going to check this whole hose though. But first let's pull off this base plate and have a look at everything. I'm also going to check these out real quick. I'm supposed to do it with a business card, but brushes aren't bad. They're not brand new, so I might have to end up replacing those pretty soon, but they still feel pretty good, and they're hitting the underside of this, so for now we'll be okay. But first, let's go ahead and pull this off and get going. Alright, so I got the two screws out. Base plate. Belt can be due to be replaced. Not seeing any spiders in here yet. So I'm just going to vacuum all this out and pull that brush roll out. Got my gloves on. Pull that out. Not really much of a clog. And they were running the proper belt, so that's good. So I'm just going to clean all this out real quick. So the final bit of the service I'm actually going to do at my house, but the main thing was I just wanted to clean this well enough to be comfortable taking it into my house. So for the time being, I'm just going to slide the roller brush back in. As you guys can see, this thing spins really nicely. And then I'm going to vacuum up this and reinstall that, and then flip this thing over, and then we'll clean out the inside where the bag goes and everywhere else there. So that actually works. This is a tripod. Door off too. That definitely needs to be vacuumed out. well as in here. Holy crap. I actually did end up buying a new filter, so this one's actually trash. But now we're going to leave it back, finally. Alright, so here we are with the end of this video. Now just putting everything back together. So I guess the first thing we can do is start with the exhaust filter. That's pretty easy to get to. Just have these two tabs here. There's the filter. So I will be getting rid of this. There's really no reason to change or keep it. Unfortunately, a new one of these is like $25, $30. But this, you just cut it to size, and apparently it's almost as good. I don't know that I believe it's 99.9% efficient at 5 microns. Or maybe I do, because that's actually pretty big. But anyways, since it's going through it and out. There's that. So now on to the bag and our other filter. Grab the cage out of there. And we just slide this in. And it looks like we're actually going to be cutting this one to size as well. Not a big deal. I'll be right back. Alright, cut it to size. There we have that. You just got to make sure that you're covering that area there. These particular Riccars are not sealed. So, you know, you're not really making a huge difference in its performance, at least as far as air filtration goes. What's also nice about these particular bags is they have a gasket on the collar. So that'll take care of, hopefully, a lot of the dust. Alright, now to flip it over and put a new belt on her. And installation is pretty much just like it was before. Alright, installing the belt. You want to make sure that when you reinstall this, that you get the linkage here back in correctly. So what we're going to do, so we have this little nub down here, which is supposed to line up with the bottom of the vacuum. And the linkage actually goes in there. You guys can see how this clutch works. Pretty interesting the way they designed this. I don't know how problematic these are. I would think they're probably not the best. Probably not the most reliable, but I could be wrong. I mean, it is a cool system nonetheless. Really simple. All right. Bag door, or so I have to drop the belt cover. Alright, so now we're done. I'm going to set the camera up and we're going to test this thing out. Alright, so I've got it plugged in. What I like about these is the thumb control on the handle. Works just fine. Now with these, what's nice about them is you can adjust the suction here on the back. If I can remember how to do it. So I know, yeah, there you go. You guys can see the hole in there now. So you can adjust your suction. It's got some detents in it too, which are kind of worn out. So all in all, it's not a bad vacuum, especially not for free and with a minimal amount of parts and service. I do need to gussy it up a little bit more, clean it up, but other than that, I think it'll be pretty good. I'm definitely going to use this as one of my own personal vacuums now. Believe it or not, I don't own, or should I say keep, very many vacuums on hand. At least ones that I go to all the time. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more.